Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the M&H Speedway, something we have not seen in a very long time on the channel. As always, I'm Alex B, your host and play-by-play commentator, and today we've got a good one. We have 8 Super Mario Hot Wheels cars that will be duking it out in a Mario Kart style tournament. We've got some epic crashes waiting to be discovered on today's track, and 8 Mario characters will be battling it out to decide who takes the win. The first round of this tournament will be a single elimination, the second round will be a best of 3, and so will the finals as well. And the losers of round 2 will be battling it out in one matchup for third place. Let's not waste any time and get our first 2 cars up. Our first match, we have Toad versus Yoshi. And they're off. It looks like Toad's in the slight lead. Ooh, almost getting hit there by the Yoshi, but getting hit by the barrier, and it looks like the Yoshi is going to cruise his way to victory. Congratulations to the crew chief Lambo guy, who will be taking Yoshi to round 2. And now with match number 2, we have Wario and Bowser moving on. If you want a chance to become a crew chief in a future Hot Wheels video, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on our community posts. That way you have the chance to become featured in a future video. And just our latest race, Wario is going to be taking the win against Bowser, and James Lee, the crew chief, will be moving on. Looking at the replay, Wario did struggle there and was drifting for a while, but he was still able to keep the lead for the majority of the race and cross the finish line first. Here we go now with match 3. We have Peach and Luigi battling it out. It's the princess and the third wheeler. Let's see who will take it. There they go, Peach in the slight lead. Luigi making a drift. Peach is able to control herself a little bit, and she's going to be crossing the finish line first. Unfortunately, Luigi seemed to just make that drift a bit too quickly and did not get a mini turbo in time. There's a quick look there at the replay, and Luigi just casually crossing the finish line. He definitely had no chance, so he just decided to cruise to the finish. And match 4, the final matchup of round 1, we have Mario versus light blue Yoshi. Let's see who will take it. There they go, Mario on the slight edge. Both hitting the sidewall, getting a huge spin out of it. And Mario's just gonna come out closer to the finish. Keep in mind that if both cars do not cross the finish, the car that is closest to the finish line will be moving on. And let's get a closer look, but yes, Team Mario is going to be moving on with Brierson Kemp as the crew chief. And with that, round 1 is complete, and it's time to move on to round 2. We have Yoshi and Wario battling it out for our first matchup. And unlike round 1, both races will be a best of 3, so the first car to 2 wins will be moving on to the finals. Wario getting the edge, struggling there against the wall, and he's not able to cross the finish. Yoshi just coming up across him, but it looks like it's not enough fuel to pass. Definitely a close one right there, but Wario is going to be taking home the first race. Let's see who will be taking home race number 2. And as always, the cars switch lanes to ensure a fair matchup. Wario looks to still have the lead. Oh, spinning out. Wario getting a hit there, spinning out once again. And he just stops in the middle of the second half of that track, and Yoshi is able to take the lead. However, he still does not cross the finish line, but it doesn't matter as long as he passes his opponent. It's now 1-1. Winner takes all for race number 3. And it looks like Wario is in the lead once again. Yoshi spinning out. Wario knocking off that one wall, and Yoshi is going to be taking a huge tumble right there. Wow, not only did Yoshi fall behind, but he also completely ran off the track. Definitely not looking good for Yoshi, as Wario will be moving on to the finals. Now let's see who will be joining him. We got a classic couple matchup. It's Mario versus Princess Peach. Let's see who will be taking it in 2 or 3 races. There they go. Both of the cars are off. Mario making a huge spin, and Princess Peach is just going to take the huge lead and cross the finish line first. Poor Mario, he hasn't even made it more than 3/4 of the track. And it looks like he got hit by a banana here, folks. I'm not too sure what caused that fall. Princess Peach also spun out near the end, but it wasn't nearly as severe as Mario's. She's going to take home race number 1. Race number 2 now. Peach still has the lead, but careens it to the side, and Mario goes down full throttle. There was no stopping him, especially how he did not drift at all. Definitely a huge advantage in this kind of matchup. Mario takes home race number 2, and we're once again in a winner takes all race. Mario having the slight edge. Both hitting the wall, but Mario's able to control himself. And it looks like, no, Princess Peach did not fall off the track. But unfortunately, she just falls short. Let's get a look at that replay there. In case you didn't notice, the side walls can easily be moved back. So when Mario hit the wall first, that was just a recipe for disaster for Peach. Now the 3rd place match, we have Princess Peach versus Yoshi. Let's see who will be taking home the 3rd place win. Princess Peach getting a good lead. Yoshi once again spinning out in the first half. And that's going to put a huge dent to Yoshi. And Princess Peach is going to cruise to victory. And we now have 1 spot in the podium that is claimed, and that's to Lover M. Claren, who is the crew chief for Princess Peach. So congratulations. And with that, it's time to bring our top 2 finalists. It's a classic Mario versus Wario matchup. Let's see who will take it. Here we go, race number 1. Neck and neck on the first half. Mario spinning out first. Still a tight one, but Wario is going to free himself and crosses the finish line backwards. But as long as you cross it first, it's all good. It doesn't matter if you cross it forward or backwards. And James Lee, the crew chief of Wario, is going to take home our first win. Let's see if he'll be able to take it again on race number 2. And there they're off once again. Mario this time looks to have the slight edge. Wario ends up pushing Mario forward. And they're both just slowly going to the finish line. But Mario looks to have just enough fuel to pass it first. Definitely a close matchup right there. And it looks like we'll be going into sudden death once again, with both cars having 1 win. This is it, folks. The guaranteed last race. What we know for sure is one of these cars will become our Super Mario champion. And it looks like Mario has the lead. Wait, no! Wario gets a huge hit there on Mario and knocks him right off the track. Let's get a look at that replay. And Wario used a strange tactic here, but it still proved to be effective. Knocking the wall off and then taking the final hit there and pushing him off the track. And although Wario 2 came short of the finish, it did give him the victory. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to throw it a thumbs up, follow our social media down below, and please be a part of our notification squad by subscribing and ringing the bell. And as always, I'm Alex B, signing off.